Capture cards. If you do anything with content creation or streaming, you are inevitably going to need one. All you have to do is use Google or your favorite AI to search for the many capture cards that are available, and any of them will do their job of capturing your video. But what if they could do more? What if your capture card had a loop out port? What if your capture card could capture your feed without being hooked to your PC, and also while not being hooked up to your PC, stream to your favorite platforms? What if your capture card could do this over Wi-Fi or hardwired to your network? What if you could hook a web camera up to your capture card? What if you could create scenes in your capture card that stayed there for you? And what if you could capture all of this on storage space on the actual capture card without taking up storage space on your PC? All of this can be done with one capture card. Meet RGBlink StreamZ. All right, welcome back, everyone. So after the intro, we're gonna be talking about this RGBlink StreamZ. This capture card is kind of nuts. So here it is right here, right? Aluminum casing. This is what I was talking about, where you can put in your own M2 drive right here, or NVE drive. They have options to go up to like 2 terabytes, I think. But we'll get into that here in just a second. So let's hop over to the actual software of this device to show you all of the little things that this thing does. I will say that you'll have to go on your phone and download their app to get it initially first set up. You download this little app, and I'll show it to you. It says StreamZ, and you just click it, and there's a little button that says My Devices right there. Touch it, and you'll come up to this screen right here. The available devices. Mine's not available because it's not plugged in, but I'm gonna plug it in right now. Give it a second to boot up. But if you don't have one and you're just getting it set up, you'll want to go up to the top of the screen right here, right there, and tap that, and it'll come up with the camera, right? And there's a QR code on the side of the StreamZ that you scan, and then it will link it with that device. Once you get it linked with that device, it'll ask you to pair it to your Wi-Fi, tell it yes, and then once you get everything paired, you can log onto it on your computer because it's got its own little hotspot on it and stuff like that. You'll enter your Wi-Fi password and do all of that stuff, and it'll tell you that you're able to use it on your computer. So let's hop over to the computer and show you the device or the software. We showed you the device in the intro. That's all of the things it has on it. So let's hop over to the actual device or inside the software of the device. All right, so here we are on the admin screen. It has a default admin. It has a default username and password, admin, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can change that if you want. I did, just security reasons, right? You want to change it, but after that, you'll log in. And then you're given all of this stuff right here. This, you can see, I've already got a webcam hooked up to the StreamZ, and it's coming through right here, as you can see. I have an HDMI hooked into it on my switch. Just let me hit the power really quick on the switch, and you'll see it come through HDMI 1. May need to refresh it. Let's refresh it really quick. And there's the switch. So right now, I've got the Nintendo Switch 2 coming through and a webcam that's hooked up. It's not the one that I'm using for the video. It's a different one. But there it is. So we've got 2 from right here. You can record. There is also a record button on the actual device, a little button you can press that you don't need to jump in this. So if you wanted to stream or just record something directly and not have to go into the software, you can just hit that little record button on the side and it'll start recording. So this is the default window, right? You can create your presets on your stream or record from right here. We're gonna hop into the stream presets just to show you this really quick. If you click on it, you've got this stuff right here, right? Now this isn't a live feed. It will do screen grabs and stuff like that from right here. But you can do all of the stuff that you can do in OBS. You can send this to OBS also. I'm just not doing that right now because I'm recording and I'm running this through. So we're just looking at the software. You can do everything in this. Well, most of everything that you can do in OBS, you can do in this. Like we can hide the scene, right? You can delete, you can add audio. Rotationally, you can size up and size down stuff. To get your stuff going right. My switch went back into sleep mode. Hold on a second. And then down here at the bottom, you can add materials, all of these assets that you want to add. And then this is their streaming service that they want you to use or that you can use. Don't worry about this. You just hit this little add button right here. And you can say like Twitch. And then your server key. And then you would say just enable. And then when you go stream it, it would go to Twitch. Obviously save and apply. And that's how you would set that up. There, my switch finally came back up. Going on to the next one, we go to my drive. Yes, we want to leave. This is where you save all your folders at. This one came with like 100 gig on it. But you can store your files here. You can make folders and download and move and share and delete and do all your file storage stuff right here. You can do Dropbox or you can do storage or some of the other stuff that they have offering for external storage if you want. Meeting summary, I wouldn't say this is if you're going to do a meeting or whatever. I wouldn't say. This one does have AI integrated into it. An offline AI. AI is everywhere, right? Everywhere. So this one has a couple of offline agents that you can not agents, but offline models that you can use. You can create your own agent if you want. It does cost tokens, like every other AI out there. If you want to use it, you have to have like a subscription, or you have to have some sort of token bank to be able to use it, right? So if you want to create your own agent and you want to sit there in front of the camera and talk to it for a little bit, you can click this, create my own agent right here. It says, to make your agent more realistic, we would recommend uploading a high-resolution video of about 2 minutes taken from your phone or camera, a really high-definition camera. And please ensure that uploaded video features either yourself or an approved individual, and then you upload. I tried to upload one that wasn't me, and it said, you're not doing that. But anyway, resolution supported from 360p to 4K. Duration is anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes. No more than 2 gigabytes. And you upload it, and you can pretty much make your own agent, like you, right? So where it can talk to you and stuff like that, and it will replace this little guy down here. If you want to do that, go right ahead. I was like, I tried it, but if you notice down here at the bottom, it did cost some tokens, right? I have 10 gigs worth of tokens come with the device. So we used 1 gigabyte worth of tokens to do this, and it failed. So I was like, nah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. So there's that. We go to clips. This is where you would use the AI to edit your clips, like auto edit your clips and stuff like that. So send a message to the AI agent to script or send the message to AI how to edit your video, right? We're going to leave. You have shortcuts. These are the shortcuts to your bigger agents that you want to use. You've got ChatGPT in here. You've got Gemini in here. And these will take you straight to their, like ChatGPT, it'll take you straight to their web page. And there it is. Chats, if you want to chat with the actual offline agent, this one has DeepSeek R1 offline, and it has Q1 Max. And these are both offline agents, right? So one little part about this one is when you're talking to it, for some reason, it always defaults to Chinese at the top of the chat. It'll give you the answer in Chinese, and then it'll give you the answer in English, even if your default language is English. So there's that, but it's not the fastest, obviously, because this little thing is not, it's not really that high end. But if you give it a question, it'll answer it to the best of its ability, I guess. So when you ask this thing questions, you want to specify as much as you can, right? Like this will give you the answer sometimes in Chinese and then English. Or sometimes it won't give it in English at all, depending on where your language settings are. Mine's in English. It should answer all in English, but it does not. So you just want to give it the prompt to say, answer this in English. So what are some good OBS plugins or OBS Studio plugins? Give the answer in English. And there you go. As you can see, it's really not the fastest, right? But it is answering our questions, and it's offline, so you don't have to worry about paying for tokens to do this or paying for a subscription. Like I said, you've got DeepSeek R1 offline and the QWin Max for free. Let's let this finish really quick. So this is what it thinks the best OBS plugins are: StreamFX, WebSockets, Move Transition, Source Record, Advanced Scene Switcher, Downstream Keyer, Audio Monitor. Yeah, the list goes on and on. NDI. Yeah. So there's that one. And then going on to what the device does, we'll go to the system settings. System settings, right? This is the network settings where you would do the network, DHCP, or you can do static if you want, the IP address and your Wi-Fi name, date, time, your storage settings, you can browse and whatnot. Live recording settings, you can change this. It's only got H.264, but that's fine. These are live encoding settings. You can change the encoder to do 4K by 60, and then the bit rate up to 12 megabit, because 12 megabit is about what you're going to get for 4K. ISO recording, if you don't know what that is, it's recording all of the different inputs in their own file. So you can say ISO recording, but you can only record one 4K stream at a time. You can record all of your inputs, but one is going to be 4K. You see how it switched everything to 1080? So your HDMI port that has like your gaming console or something like that is probably needs to be the 4K one, right? If you were doing that. And then your UVC, UVC2 down to 1080, a phone if you have a phone connected, and then your HDMI out is going to be pushing to 4K. If you don't want to do ISO and you want it all in one file, you just check mark off that, and then you click all of the stuff that's there. And you can have all of these 4K if you wanted. And you can go up to 20 megabits per second. So there's that. HDMI output mode for the output or the loop, or you can go live stream or browse mode, and then your audio settings will set to HDMI out. That way all of your audio from there, it catches all of the audio. It does have a headphone and a microphone, or microphone in and a headphone out on the back of the StreamZ. Factory settings is factory reset, and then system upgrade is search right here. It's already up, but this is where you would upgrade your firmware. So there you have it. RGBlink StreamZ. I'll leave the link to this device in the description if you want to go check it out. think it's a good thing. Again, leave your comments and stuff like that in the comment section below. I'll get back to as many of them as I possibly can. All right. So, yeah, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.